Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Guess what? It is 2022. Can you believe it? Man, time has been really flying by really fast. So, what the subject is today is I've got a couple questions. A couple people came to me and were like, how do we start? We really don't know how to start on this debt snowball kind of thing. They have no savings and they really want to get started paying off debt. They do have $1,000 in savings, so my advice to them is this is how you start. So once you have your $1,000 savings is when you really want to sit down and start tackling your debts. That means writing them down from small to big, and if you just have to write them all down and then prioritize them by balance, you can do that too. It's just getting started is the hardest part, to really find out where you're at, how much you owe, and then that's the place to start. So once you have all your debts written down, categorize them from the smallest to the largest. So what I would do is put them in a top five. So your first top five would be like, say you have $120 medical bill, you have a debt that went to collections for $220 because of an old phone or something like that. So do your lowest top five, and then once you get those five, write your next five on another sheet, because if you look at them on one giant sheet of paper, you're gonna get discouraged. So do a top five from the lowest as they go down, and then start tackling those one at a time. Now, if it takes a little while to get them paid off, say you don't really have a lot of extra in your budget, that's okay, guys. That's okay, as long as you're putting like an extra 20 or 30 on one bill at a time. That will get you started. You know what I mean? So even if you get paid every 2 weeks, once a week, whatever it is, start putting an extra 20, even $20. Say you have an old $129 medical bill. As long as you're putting $25, they can't take you to collections. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think it's $5. It's not. It's $25 now is the minimum before they'll send it to collections. So, right. So on top of your $25 a month, if you can throw even an extra $5 or $10 out of your budget. Now, guys, I know a lot of people are like, well, I only make $32,000 a year. I can't, there's no way. There is a way. You have to want it. That's the thing. It's like, it's out of control. Like, you don't realize the stress and the deterioration, not only of your relationship with your family, your friends, yourself, your self-dignity, but man, wouldn't it be nice to get one or two of those paid off in a couple of months, every couple months, and be like, man, that was awesome, right? Even if it's an extra $20-30, guys, it can be done. Don't buy the extra can of chew. Don't go buy that extra latte at Starbucks. Guys, you could have put that on a bill. I mean, that's how you get started, is your sacrifice now will lead to rewards later. So I just wanted to go over a little bit about that. A lot of people didn't know where to get started. That is how you get started. You write all your debts out from lowest to highest, and then you start tackling five at a time. Write it on a sheet, and then if you have to break it down further and just write the one that you're focusing on for that particular year, months, or whatever, however many months, then just focus on one at a time. If it's too overwhelming for five, then drop it down to one. Write your one bill on that sheet. Any sheet will do, piece of paper, whatever, and then put your total, your goal, and just start tackling a little extra $5-10 here and there. And then once you have that, and then do it for the next one and the next one, see how that will start rolling. So and remember, the less you owe, the less stress you'll have too. So I wanted to leave you with that, guys, today. How to get started, what is the most basic ways to start tackling debt after you have your $1,000 emergency fund. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.